You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
So I have been finding athletes of old, fairly recent, and kind of old recently.
Yeah, so we decided Daniel Hargrove is going to be our athlete of the week.
We
discussed it. We talked about all the reasons why, going back to his high school career, his college baseball days. Daniel,
Shut up.
Did we not settle on that? I thought that's where we landed.
No, you were teasing me on Facebook saying that I should pick myself, which would be a horrible, horrible idea.
Okay, listen, I suggested it, and then you gave me a list of reasons why it could be you. That's what happened. Admit that's what happened.
Okay, well, so...
Well, we broke Daniel.
My first thought was, I was not good at basketball. I just got to play a decent amount. And then I was like, wait a second, I was pretty good at baseball. And that was as far as my thought process went. And then you goaded me into giving you more stats and things.
I think you volunteered all that stuff, including your batting average your senior year, and how many bases you stole in college, and how many points you scored in the game against Hoquiam your senior season. I think you volunteered all that information.
Well, I played for Hoquiam, so I scored those points against Aberdeen.
Sorry, my bad.
I mean, come on. You first messed up the amount of points I scored in that game.
You were so offended when, okay, that's what happened. I texted and I said, did so-and-so ever score 13 points against the rival? And Daniel was like, no, it was 18 points. Get it right. And he was very offended that I got the amount of points wrong to begin with.
I was not offended, and I did not bring up how many steals I had at college, because that is the only thing that I could brag about. So I do thank you for remembering that would be the only thing that I could look at.
I might have made that part up.
Yeah. No, we are not going with me, because that would be ridiculous, as said. We do have a really good historical athlete of the week this week, and it is...
The team of realtors at Oly Pen Real Estate wish you and your family good health during this stay home, stay safe time. Their team has health and safety measures in place to protect you and everyone involved in the process. If you're thinking about selling your home, now is a great time. There are more buyers than available homes. Many homes are still receiving multiple offers and are selling for above asking price. Oly Pen Real Estate will help you put the most money possible in your pocket in less time without the hassle. Visit sellmyharborhome.com to get your home market ready. The Oly Pen team is ready to work for you.
It is Karlee Freeman, and she was nominated by Aaron Pell. I put out a little post asking people to give me athletes to nominate for this week, and I was really excited. A ton of great names were put out there. But I went with Karlee Freeman, and she was nominated by Aaron Pell, who also nominated a few other players as well. But Karlee is a sophomore at USC this year, although because she is a track star, we'll see if she gets another sophomore season or how that works out in the future, since most of her season was wiped out this year. But she is a thrower for USC. She is USC's women's freshman record holder in the discus throw and ranks 4th on USC's all-time list. She also ranks 9th on the Trojans' all-time shot put list. So even though she only has one complete season under her belt, it's already off to a great start. In 2019, she obviously set her personal records there at USC. She posted the 4th farthest women's discus throw in school history with a mark of 179.5 or 54.7 meters. She won the Triton Invitational with that throw. She set her hammer throw personal record with the throw of 143.4 at the Jim Click shootout. She placed second in the discus throw with a mark of 169-2 at the USC-UCLA dual meet. She also scored by placing third in the shot put with a personal record of 52-2 and third in the javelin. So, I mean, as a freshman, excellent numbers right now from Karlee Freeman. Her shot put mark was set at the USC-UCLA dual meet, moved her into 9th on USC's all-time list. She placed 31st in the discus throw with a mark of 161-5 at the West prelims. So she has just had an excellent freshman year. And in high school, you started to look at high school where she did a lot of her local work. And this mainly has her track stuff. Justin, you can talk more about her basketball.
Yeah, that was for Raymond, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know if we mentioned that yet, but she was a Raymond High School graduate.
I was right about to say that. Freeman is a 2018 graduate of Raymond High School, and she won the 2018 Class 2B state title in discus, shot put, and javelin.
Wow.
And earned, this is ridiculous, 8 individual state titles in her high school career. That is insane. She won the discus all 4 years. She won the shot put as a junior and a senior. She won javelin as a senior. And she won the 100-meter hurdles as a sophomore. So while she then started to focus on throwing, she was also the 100 meters hurdles state champion as a sophomore. She is the 2B state record holder in the shot put and discus, and it's just ridiculous when you look through some of the numbers that she had. And Justin, correct me if I'm wrong, but she first came onto our radar when she was absolutely dominating high school basketball games.
Yeah, I would like to first apologize for stepping on you with the Raymond thing. That was actually Andrew's fault. I was just trying to follow the instructions of our producer, who was trying to send us a message to let us know we needed to mention what high school she went to. So not my fault, Andrew's fault. I would like to say also, our buddy Ryan, no longer the greatest Freeman athlete to come out of Pacific County.
Nope.
Karlee has been... I think he would agree with me, to be honest. Ryan was a transcendent star basketball player in high school, who also went on to play a little college ball as well. But Karlee, from the time she was a freshman, you mentioned, Daniel, what she did in track and field, in basketball as well. She was dominating, and you see a lot of dominant players get a buttload of points. I think the thing that stood out to me the most was how many gosh darn steals this girl was getting every single game. I feel like we were watching her getting close to a triple-double with steals and rebounds almost every single game. She was getting 7, 8, 9, 10 steals in a game. Just from the moment she was a freshman, she was absolutely incredible. Obviously a next-level athlete right from the beginning. But to me, what strikes me the most is to see an athlete go from a B school, from the 2B ranks, to go compete against Division I NCAA competition and have as much success as she did at that level is pretty incredible. We kind of followed Karlee Freeman through her high school career a little bit and noted a lot of success, especially on the basketball side. But, we've had a lot of great throwers come out of our local Grace Harbor, Pacific County area. Karlee Freeman being able to go to a school like she did and go compete against other big schools and have the success that she had is really incredible.
Absolutely. Maybe we shouldn't have been too surprised by her NCAA success, because also I love, by the way, it's really easy for me when we pick somebody who is fairly recent and also is at a Division I school, because they do a great job on their bios, by the way. Like, you can Google all this, just Google Karlee Freeman, and it'll pop it right up on USC. So she was a Junior Olympics age group national champion in 2014, 2017, and 2018. And also honor roll student all 4 years. So excellent student. We definitely encourage that. So good to know that she takes her academics as importantly as her athletics as well. And another random thing that I noticed in here, favorite food, Mexican cuisine, especially quesadillas. I can get behind that.
I'm the king of quesadillas in this house.
I love quesadillas, but I have also been ridiculed for how I make myself quick quesadillas, which
You
is
don't
just,
use the microwave.
I put cheese in a tortilla and roll it up and throw it in a microwave,
Nope.
and
Roll
Nope.
it
it is
up.
delicious.
No, not a quesadilla. You roll it up? What does that mean? Like you roll it into like a taco? You're not putting a quesadilla on top of a quesadilla. You're not putting a tortilla on a tortilla flat with cheese in between?
No,
That's
too
not a
much work.
quesadilla.
That's
I
too
am-
much work, Justin.
I broke Justin with this.
Hold on a second. Stop what you're saying. You put a quesadilla, or you put a tortilla down. You put cheese on top. You put another tortilla on top of it. How is that too much more work than rolling up cheese into a tortilla?
Well, see, the thing is, I realize that we're getting a little bit away from Karlee here, which she is our athlete of the week, who is an excellent. She is one of our best athletes of the week so far, brought to you by Oly Pen Real Estate. But I want to say, yes, you might be right in saying that it's not technically a quesadilla, but I don't have another better term for it because I just love melted cheese. So I want as much melted cheese per tortilla as possible. So I put cheese on a tortilla, and then I fold it over, and I make about 3 of them, and I put it in the microwave, and I just have this yummy melted cheese goodness in my mouth.
Daniel, do you have an oven in your house?
Yeah, but that takes too long.
10 minutes? 8 to 10 minutes is too long?
It's longer than 3 minutes, which is the total time, including microwave time.
I just cannot. I can't. It's so much better. You get
And
it
also,
You get it nice and crispy.
Also,
out of
would
the
you
oven.
want it in the oven? Wouldn't you put it in a pan and fry it? Wouldn't that be the better way?
You can, and it's good that way too. But if you get it in
Because-
if you put it
Don't
in the
get me
oven, you don't have to flip it.
Don't get me wrong. My wife has criticized me mercilessly on this,
Yeah.
but usually when I'm making it, it's because I'm making it. So I'm making it as quick as possible. I don't got time for flipping and paying attention. I want to cut that cheese and get it into my mouth as quick as possible.
Well, I know from all the time I've spent around you, you're excellent at cutting the cheese. But my personal opinion is that it's way easier to bake it in the oven than it is to fry it on top. And I think you get a similar effect because you still get the crispiness of the tortilla. But you could even get like a baking sheet. If you're using the smaller tortillas, you can fit 2 on a pan. Just put 2 tortillas down, put some cheese in them. I like to put multiple kinds of cheese. If you have lunch meat, you could throw some lunch meat or some kind of meat in there with it. Put the other tortilla on top, bake it for 8 to 10 minutes, and you're good to go. You don't have to touch it. You don't have to do anything in that little 8 to 10 minute span at all. And then the great part about that is like when you take a tortilla out of the microwave, it's hot. Like you have to sit and let it cool for a while. You got like 30 seconds of cool time after you bake it because it's crispy and the tortilla is not soggy, then it's crispy.
So I do agree that you can put some meat in it. Like today I made one and I had sausage slices in it, which was delicious, but I don't understand why the added time when I'm hungry now.
Because it
That's
tastes
big.
so much better.
I would just like to really apologize to Karlee on behalf of the scrimmage, for the way in which her triumphant nomination and selection as the Oly Pen Real Estate Athlete of the Week has been sidetracked by this terrible discussion of how bad Daniel is at making food.
Okay, Karlee, I'm really sorry, but this was a conversation that had to happen. Okay.
That's true. It's true. I brought it up knowing that I would be ridiculed on this fact here. And I'm also interested to try the oven method because usually when I try to fry things on the stovetop, I burn at least one side of it. So I'm curious as to that, but also the amount of time that it is going to take and the added amount of dishes. Don't neglect that point.
Because
Okay,
of
'cause
the
then you have-
one pan that you have to dirty.
You can't bake
Yeah.
in a paper plate, Justin.
Exactly.
You got me. You got me there.
Oh man. I know that we don't cover volleyball, and we didn't that much, but she also competed in volleyball, so I can only assume that she was a beast in that as well.
I'm going to assume that Karlee Freeman dominated every athletic endeavor she's ever tackled in her entire life.
I think she won a bunch of Athletes of the Week back when we did our show in its older iteration as well.
As a freshman, I'm pretty sure.
She is no stranger to this and no stranger to accolades, and definitely fun to catch up with her and see the amount of accolades that she's getting at the Division I ranks as well. So it's definitely been a fun thing to look her up and see that she is succeeding at the Division I level as well.
Absolutely. We always like to follow the athletes that we cover in high school. It's always fun to follow them and see what they do at the next level. And we've had a few that have been really successful, especially in track and field and especially in the throwing events. So thank you to Karlee Freeman for entertaining us and doing everything that she did and working hard to achieve while she was here in the Twin Counties. And that she's given us something to follow and something to pay attention to at the next level.